Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas GK. The portfolios are out, and a day after the oath ceremony, the Modi government 3.0 has hit the ground running. The first file that the Prime Minister signed was related to farmers' welfare scheme, PM Kisan Nidhi. The 17th installment of the PM Kisan Nidhi was released as part of the Modi government's first decision. After the swearing-in ceremony, the Prime Minister also held his first cabinet meeting in which the decision was taken to provide assistance to construct 3 crore additional houses under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The government also distributed the portfolios to its ministers, the biggest takeaway being continuity in key ministries. There was no change in the big 4 ministries, with Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, Nirmala Sitharaman and S. Jaishankar retaining the home, defence, external affairs as well as finance portfolios. You see that Rajnath Singh in fact continues with defence. If we can quickly show you S. Jaishankar as the external affairs minister, Nirmala Sitharaman continuing in the finance ministry, and that's of course a significant takeaway in terms of the continuity as far as Raisina Hill is concerned, because these of course are the 4 important ministries. Some of the big changes that we're seeing in terms of change of guard: the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, we had seen Mansukh Mandavia earlier. JP Nadda, who was the health minister in Modi 1.0, comes back to the ministry. Of course, he has some additional charges as well. In the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, it was Arjun Munda earlier. Now it is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So a reward coming in for the former chief ministers. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, one of them, along with ML Khattar and others. We're going to be looking at those ministries as well. Quickly taking across to the next ministry, which is the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Hardeep Singh Puri gets to keep petroleum, but this particular Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs goes to Manohar Lal Khattar. As we said, several of the former chief ministers being rewarded with plum posts. Ministry of Civil Aviation was with Jyotiraditya Scindia and Modi 2.0. That goes to the TDP's Ram Mohan Naidu. Remember, the TDP held the Civil Aviation Ministry as a portfolio in the Modi 1.0 government as well, and that was Ashok Gajapati Raju. In the Modi 2.0 government, we had Narayan Rani in charge of the Ministry of MSMEs. Now it's Jiten Ram Majhi, another former chief minister who in fact has a key ally as well of the NDA now. Ministry of Panchayati Raj was with Giriraj Singh. It's now with Lallan Singh of the JDU. So allies over here also being given important posts. Lallan Singh, of course, gets some other important posts as well. It includes the Ministry of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, which was with Purushottam Rupala in the Modi 2.0 government, now with Lallan Singh. Moving on to the next ministry, it's the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Very, very crucial ministry. Anurag Thakur held the portfolio in the earlier government. It's now with Ashwini Vaishnav, who will be managing this along with IT and Railways. Very, very important. All right. Earlier, the Ministry of Communications was with Ashwini Vaishnav. Now, of course, we are seeing Jyotiraditya Scindia, who would be getting this particular ministry. The Ministry of Textiles, of course, is seeing some changes as well. The Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, Prahlad Joshi was the minister. Now it will be Kiran Rijiju, who in fact is given a very significant assignment. This is of course going to be a big challenge, managing Parliament as well as across the allies, talking to across the aisle, talking to different political parties. All right, we're looking at what the allies have got now. This is what the JDU has got. Lallan Singh gets Panchayati Raj, Fisheries and Animal Husbandry. So very significant over there. We have seen Ram Mohan Naidu of the TDP gets Civil Aviation. LJP's Chirag Paswan gets Food Processing Ministry. JDS's H.D. Kumaraswamy, another former chief minister, gets Heavy Industries and Steel, 2 very, very important infrastructure ministries that we're looking at. MSME being given to Jiten Ram Majhi, as we were discussing a short while earlier. He of course represents the HAM. So this is, of course, as far as the allies are concerned. And in fact, we're looking at a situation where politics has meanwhile broken out over portfolio distribution. AAP MP Sanjay Singh took to social media to say that BJP has insulted its allies by not giving them any of the important portfolios. Singh said that NDA constituents have instead been handed a Junjuna ministry or a toy. The TMC and RJD, on the other hand, claimed that Bengal and Bihar have been ignored in the portfolio distribution. Listen in.
देखिए, ये मिनिस्ट्री डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से बीजेपी फिर सबूत कर दिया कि बंगाल का इम्पोर्टेंस बीजेपी का नजर में नहीं है। पिछले 2019 में भी 18 संसद मिलने के बाद भी एक भी कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर बंगाल को नहीं मिला था। इस बार 12 सीट मिलने के बाद भी एक भी कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर बंगाल को नहीं मिला।
जिस हिसाब से विभागों का जो बंटवारा हुआ, हालांकि ये तो प्रधानमंत्री का है कि किसको क्या विभाग देते हैं। काम किसी भी विभाग में होना चाहिए, लेकिन जो बिहार की वजह से आप प्रधानमंत्री बने और मंत्रालय जब बिहार के लोगों को दिया गया, तो कहीं ना कहीं से झुनझुनना जो है थमाया गया।
लक्ष्य सबका जनता की सेवा है, जनता को लाभ दिलाना है। ऐसे में अगर आपके पास वो विजन है, मुझे लगता है कि हर मंत्रालय के माध्यम से आप वो कार्य कर सकते हैं। जो विपक्ष ये कह रहा है कि सहयोगियों को दे दिया गया है झुनझुना, ऐसे में मैं नहीं मानता कि कोई भी झुनझुने वाला मंत्रालय है। हर मंत्रालय की अपनी काबिलियत और अपनी क्षमता है।
The portfolio distribution has happened, but there is discontent brewing among some NDA allies over the allocation of ministerial berths. After Ajit Pawar's NCP refused to accept the MOS independent charge post and sought a cabinet berth, Shiv Sena MP Srirang Barne has also claimed injustice. He has cited examples of Chirag Paswan and HD Kumaraswamy, saying that they won lesser seats than Shiv Sena, but still found a place in the cabinet. However, Shiv Sena was given an MOS post. The Shiv Sena party leader in Lok Sabha, Shrikant Shinde, however, clarified that the party was supporting the government unconditionally and no bargaining or negotiation for power was involved.
प्रफुल्ल पटेल साहब, उन्होंने कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर के नाते बहुत दफ़ा सेंट्रल में काम किया है और कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर होते हुए फिर इंडिपेंडेंट चार्ज लेना हमें ठीक नहीं लगा। इसलिए हमने बताया कि हम रुकने के लिए कुछ दिन के लिए तैयार है, लेकिन हमें कैबिनेट मिनिस्टरशिप चाहिए।
HD कुमारस्वामी कर्नाटकचे, त्यांचे 2 खासदार निवडून आले, त्यांना कॅबिनेट मंत्री पद देण्यात आलं। जितन राम माझी हे बिहारमधून निवडून आले, स्वतः एकटे निवडून आले, त्यांना कॅबिनेट मंत्रीपद देण्यात आलं। त्याचबरोबर चिराग पासवान यांचे 5 खासदार निवडून आलेले आहेत बिहारमधून आणि त्यांना कॅबिनेट मंत्रीपद देण्यात आलं। खरं तर शिवसेना पक्षाचे 7 खासदार आले। आमची अपेक्षा होती की शिवसेना पक्षाला एक कॅबिनेट मंत्री आणि एक राज्यमंत्रीपद मिळेल अशी अपेक्षा होती।
And in a development that took many by surprise, this was the speculation surrounding the BJP sole member of parliament from Kerala, Suresh Gopi, who wanted to opt out of the Modi 3.0 cabinet. The actor turned politician, however, dismissed these reports and called them grossly incorrect. He asserted that he was committed to the development and prosperity of Kerala under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. All right, we have some breaking news coming in at this point of time. In fact, it's a tweet coming in from Jairam Ramesh of the Congress. He says that Prafull Patel has refused an offer from Ek Tihai Pradhan Mantri to be in his ministry, saying that the offer is a demotion. He should know that a special feature of the BJP brand washing machine is that it has various modes: slow, fast and super fast. He may not have made the cut. On the other hand, Ravneet Bittu clearly is on the super fast mode even after having lost Ludhiana to his former party. The other man who finds himself out of favor is Mr. Eknath Shinde. He's got only one MOS independent charge, having less stake in this government than Mr. Jitendra Majhi, Mr. Chirag Paswan and Mr. HD Kumaraswamy, despite having more MPs than any of them. First, the PM takes away all investments from Maharashtra to Gujarat, and now he humbles his allies from Maharashtra, the very same ones that he created by splitting 2 parties. He started the politics of vendetta even before the NDA loses the upcoming Maharashtra Assembly elections.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining us on the show now is Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. Professor Jyotsna Tirungagari is a spokesperson of the TDP. We also have with us Avinash Adik, who's the state general secretary and spokesperson of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction. Krishna Hegde is a spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Shinde faction. Tehseen Poonawala is a political analyst joining us. Lokesh Jindal, political analyst, also with us. Advocate Nirmala Samant, the spokesperson of the NCP Sharad Pawar faction. Professor Monojit Mandal, political analyst, also joins us. Let me start first and foremost with you, Sanju Verma. I just read out this tweet that has been put out by Jairam Ramesh. Perhaps you would have also seen it. But he's saying that there is some kind, that it's not just a washing machine, but it's a washing machine that functions at different speeds, different yardsticks for different allies, is the allegation coming in from the Congress leader, Jairam Ramesh. How do you respond to that?
Madhav, do you expect anything better from Jairam Ramesh? You know, a party which is more than 100 years old failed to get even 100 seats. And Jairam Ramesh is busy showing the mirror to the BJP, whereas he should be showing the mirror to his party bosses like KC Venugopal, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, what have you. कि भाई you were saying BJP के खिलाफ anti-incumbency है. What happened? After the so-called anti-incumbency, BJP standalone is at 240 seats, and the entire dot alliance consisting of more than 24 parties has been reined in at 232 or 234, what have you. But coming to the moot point, I think under Article 75 and Article 76 of the Constitution, let's be very clear, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is appointed by the President of India, and the Prime Minister has the prerogative to choose the Council of Ministers. It is entirely his prerogative how he wishes to distribute various portfolios. And I think if you look at the portfolio constitution, you have 27 OBC ministers, you have at least 5 Adivasis, you have at least about 8 to 9 Dalits, you have 5 people from the minority community. So first and foremost, it is a very well-balanced cabinet which gives representation to various sections of this society. That is my point number 1. And point number 2, in terms of allies being sidelined, I think that is a whole lot of balderdash, because don't forget, as you rightly said, Madhav, H.D. Kumaraswamy of the JDS has got heavy industries and steel, which are heavy portfolios. You have Ram Mohan Naidu, who's been given, civil aviation. He's from the TDP. You've got Jitan Ram Manji of HAM. He's been given the MSME portfolio. And don't forget that even otherwise, Ram Das Athavale, who's been a long-standing ally, he's been given Ministry of Social Justice. Chirag Paswan with food processing. Food processing is not a small sector. He's been bestowed with that ministry. Then you have the likes of Anupriya Patel. She's been given MOS, Health, Family Welfare, Chemicals and Fertilizers. Even Eknath Shinde Group, you've got Pratap Rao Jadhav. He's got MOS independent charge of the Ayush Ministry and also MOS for the Health Department.
Yeah.
So where is the reason for anyone to say that, BJP has been retaining all the key portfolios? I think it's a well-balanced portfolio distribution that has taken place.
Yeah, but it is Shinde Sena's leader, Mr. Srirang Barne, who says that there is injustice happening with their party, though, in fact, Mr. Shrikant Shinde has also clarified. But let me quickly bring in Lokesh Jindal. Lokesh Jindal, there is no injustice that has happened to the allies. They've all been given a number of ministerial berths, and therefore there's a lot of splitting of hairs perhaps that's happening, seems to be the message coming in from the BJP. Your response, Lokesh?
Well, if you look at the portfolio allocation, nobody would deny the importance of the big 4 portfolios that the cabinet has. It is a mistake if we consider Minister of State and cabinet ministers and other ministers at par. That's not so. So cabinet ministers, they enjoy a far better decision making. In fact, there is Cabinet Committee of Parliamentary Affairs where only cabinet ministers participate. Minister of State, they do not even participate. So when I'm looking at the portfolio allocation, it does not look like that of a coalition government. And right now, Sanju Vermaji was talking about Article 75 and 76. In that very article, Article 75, Clause 3, this very Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature, and it has to pass the floor test. With such form of an arrogance, with such form of retention of high-handedness, how are you going to work in a coalition atmosphere?
Right.
Today, we have 240 seats.
All right. We have a number of panelists, in fact, from Maharashtra. Let me quickly bring in some of them. We have Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Shinde faction. Krishna Hegde, when you have Mr. Srirang Barne saying that there is injustice happening with their party, that Chirag Paswan has 5 MPs, yet they have cabinet ministry, while Shiv Sena has 7 MPs but has still got only MOS independent charge, and he's of course named H.D. Kumaraswamy's party as well, which has 2 MPs. The question that then arises is, these are voices coming in from within your own party. And that's why these questions, somewhere or the other, yesterday we saw Praful Patel talking about how it would be a demotion. So somewhere or the other, is there a pattern for the 2 Maharashtra allies?
No, Madhav, Srirang Barneji is our senior leader and he has every right to voice his opinion. But our group leader is Dr. Shrikant Shinde ji, and he has already clarified his stand on behalf of our party, and that is the ultimate stand. Secondly, I must tell you that this is a dynamic, balanced and result-oriented cabinet, and you've seen from the first decision where Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has already cleared 20,000 crores for rural households under the Kisan Nidhi scheme. Moreover, this government is full of experience and also youth with experience, and you've seen it in a portfolio where we need to bring continuity to the work which has been happening in Modi 2.0, and now it is Modi 3.0, and we need fresh impetus, fresh power, and this government is going to work with triple power for the people of India. Regarding Maharashtra, if you say that we already have 6 members of parliaments, 6 ministries in Maharashtra, and that too we have heavy ministries like Nitin Gadkari ji is there, Piyush Goyal is there. Among the MOS, there is Raksha Khadse, Muralidhar Mohol, and Ramdas Athavale ji is also there. And we also have the NCP who is going to come in later, for sure. So totally that makes Maharashtra having 7 ministries in the union cabinet, and I think that's a good number to have also. Moreover, I must say that, basic initiative is that we need to work for the people. And I think our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji intends to work for the people. The cabinet wants to work for the people.
Let me put that question. I think you made a fair point. I want Tehseen to come in on that. Tehseen, 7 ministries being granted to the state of Maharashtra. There are a number of allies, including Mr. Athavale. All have to be accommodated, and that has been done. That's the word coming in from the spokesperson of the Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena. How would you respond to it?
I'll respond to it with a couplet of Galit. Dil ko khush rakhne ke liye Krishna ye khayal acha hai. See, look, we know Maharashtra is being discriminated against. It's continuously being discriminated against by the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Home Minister of India. They've taken our projects out of Maharashtra into Gujarat, into other states. They've completely, even if once they do the delimitation, Maharashtra is going to be one of the states that are going to suffer because we've kept our total fertility rate under check. Therefore, Maharashtra, which is the second biggest states in terms of Lok Sabha, will actually end up losing seats. So this is a deliberate plan to attack Maharashtra. And we know time and again people from the BJP include, and I see this with responsibility.
Deliberate plan to attack Maharashtra.
Yes. Let me finish. Very important.
Those are some pretty strong words.
Very strong. I'm giving you evidence.
Yeah.
I'm giving you evidence.
Please back up the claim.
With evidence, the BJP's DNA. Look, I don't interrupt, please.
Let him make his point. He's made a pretty strong claim. I'm asking him to back it up.
The BJP's DNA is anti-Maharashtra. In fact, Devendra Fadnavis ji, at one point, his stand has been separate state of Vidarbha. He wanted to break up Maharashtra. This is Devendra Fadnavis when he was not chief minister. This is, I'm saying this on recording. You may fact check me on this. So they are anti-Maharashtra. But let me come to the point at hand today. 2 issues. One, yes, they may have given 7 ministers to Maharashtra because of the elections. But that does not mean they've given justice to Maharashtra, considering how they're treating the other states that the BJP thinks it's done better. But can somebody talk to me about this picture? If you can zoom in, bhaiya, isse zoom in karo, bhai.
Yeah, what is it?
This is the cabinet briefing chairs, ready for cabinet briefing. If it was such a historical first meeting, such a good day, 20,000 crores, record signatures by the Prime Minister, all of this was covered. Why wasn't the cabinet briefing that was announced done? Times Now reporters were there.
Why was it?
It was not done because they ran away after the discontent from the allies. Here is the image. Tell me, is this a fake image?
Okay, it was okay. Let Sanju Verma respond to that. Sanju Verma, there was a cabinet briefing scheduled. To that extent, Tehseen Poonawala is correct. But the reason for the cancellation, he says, is because you are running away from your allies. That is his allegation. Please respond to him.
Madhav, for me it is very important as the national spokesperson of BJP to let your audience know that Maharashtra has not been unfairly treated. Tehseen Poonawala can come and say whatever he wants to say. I am not here to justify Tehseen's, reckless allegations. I will just say this.
Because you can't counter them.
Let's not interrupt each other. Let's not get it, please.
I'm sorry.
Let her make a point. You can come in.
I'm sorry.
Yes. So, Madhav, let me tell you one very interesting fact. It was in 1987-88, that the Navi Mumbai airport, uska shilanyas hua tha, successively for decades together. It was the Congress which was in power not only in Maharashtra, but also in the center. And guess what? The Navi Mumbai airport never saw the light of the day. It was supposed to be completed at a cost of 3,800 crores. Finally, the Navi Mumbai airport, thanks to Narendra Modi, will see the light of the day before the end of 2025. And let me give you one more example. Do you know the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link project, famously called as Atal Setu? This was envisioned way back when Nehru was the Prime Minister in 1962. And guess what? The Atal Setu was completed a couple of months back in 2023 after more than 5 or 6 decades because of the conviction of a person like Narendra Modi, who just does not build flaky castles in the air, but marries grand vision with seamless execution. The Nagpur-Mumbai Samriddhi Expressway, Pune Metro, Nagpur Metro, Mumbai Ahmedabad Vande Bharat Express train, Mumbai Goa Vande Bharat Express train, मुंबई नागपुर वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन। भाई साहब ये सब किसने फ्रूइशन पर लाया है? इट इज द मोदी गवर्नमेंट, सो गेट योर फैक्ट्स राइट, तहसीन पुरावाला।
Okay.
Just one counter.
Quick 20-second response, then I have to go across.
Sanju is partly right. It was about 89 when the airport was sanctioned. That's right. I want your viewers to know from 1995 to 1999, there was a Shiv Sena BJP government in Maharashtra. Out of the last 30 years, BJP has governed 15 years. That is so far development is concerned. But let's come to a larger issue rather than doing tutu meme. Nobody is answering that a simple question. There was a cabinet briefing, a historical first cabinet meeting after a third term of the Prime Minister. A cabinet meeting where Times Now reporters are present, the chairs are set, and the ministers run away from a briefing. Answer to the viewers of Times Now. Forget 87 and Nehru 62. Tell us why you didn't have a cabinet briefing. Answer that.
Harbour Link project. Why did you not complete?
We are bad. We are bad. We lost. Why didn't you do a cabinet briefing?
Why did you not complete the Atal Setu? Why did you not
We are
complete
bad.
the Navi Mumbai
People rejected us. Cabinet briefing.
Why did you not complete the Samriddhi Expressway?
We are bad. People rejected us. Cabinet briefing.
Power for about 2.5 hours.
Very bad. Cabinet briefing.
Let me come in now. For the record, Tehseen, I'll just say this much. It's not the only cabinet briefing in history that's been cancelled. It's happened in the past.
But it was the first.
You have a point. You have a point. You made it now. Let's quickly move on to the others on the panel as well, please. Avinash Adik is with us, NCP spokesperson of the Ajit Pawar faction. Avinash Adik, just yesterday we saw Praful Patel say that MOS independent charge would be a demotion. Your party is not formally part of this government. You say that you will be soon when you get a cabinet post. Now, very clearly people are drawing parallels with what's happening with the Shiv Sena and what's happening with the NCP. Are somewhere things not all hunky-dory within the alliance because your party also did not perform up to expectations in these elections?
Good evening, Madhav. Firstly, I can hear you very well today. I'm in Mumbai, I'm not traveling. So if there are any curved balls you want to throw at me, I'm more than happy to receive them. We did fare badly. You know, we just won one Lok Sabha seat. And when the NDA allies met, there was a discussion had. And it was told to our party leaders that it would be difficult to offer a cabinet berth. And instead, we would be given one Minister of State independent charge to participate in the government. As far as our party is concerned, we were very clear from day one that Shri Praful Patel, who is our working president, would represent us in the ministry. And since he has served in the past as a cabinet minister in the UPA, we thought taking a Minister of State independent charge would be unfair for him, which is why he described it as a demotion of sorts. We aired our grievances to the BJP leadership, and I can tell you with full confidence that the BJP leadership has said that they'll revisit this issue in a couple of days, weeks, months, and they will consider the fact that Praful Bhai indeed was a senior cabinet minister, and therefore they will work out some formula.
All right, so no differences there. That's your allegation. Let me begin. Advocate Nirmala Sawant, spokesperson of NCP Sharad Pawar faction. Nirmala Sawant, you agree with the view that has been put forth by Avinash Adik that this is all simple, it's all fine, it's going to be worked out, their point of view has been heard, and they will be accommodated in the cabinet soon enough. So why so much controversy about allies, etc.?
I like the way he answered very sophisticatedly. This is how spokesperson should speak about a stand being taken, but I certainly disagree with him as far as his answer is there, because there is a discontent within the party as regards to the portfolio allotment to the allies, and party, especially Ajit Pawar's NCP and as well as Shinde's NCP have not performed up to the mark. And therefore, I think that I treat this as a punishment given by BJP. This is a punishment given by NDA. This is a punishment given by Modi Shah people, because even after breaking the party, they thought that BJP will get lot of seats out of 48, but BJP has done miserably bad. They only got altogether hardly got 17 seats. If a party, even after breaking two parties, gets such bad number, how do they expect to get better portfolios?
You've been punished, Avinash Adik. Respond to that. Respond to Advocate Nirmala Sawant. You've been punished. You've been punished by the powers that be at the center.
Respond to that. You see, Madhav, Not at all. I've been made to understand, and I completely agree with this thought process. We have just one member of parliament at the moment in the Lok Sabha, that is Sunil Tadkare ji, and we have one member of parliament in the Rajya Sabha, that is Praful Patel ji. But in the coming few months, weeks, we are expecting two more members to be elected to the Rajya Sabha from our party.
Okay.
One on the seat which fell vacant because Praful Bhai had resigned from the earlier seat, and we were promised one more seat in the Rajya Sabha after the current Lok Sabha elections elected Udayan Raje Bhosle in Satara.
Okay. There's some breaking news coming in. In fact, allow me to interrupt you for just a minute there. Omar Abdullah has put out a tweet saying that for all the talk about the NDA partners pressing for their fair share in the Modi 3.0 ministry, they obviously don't have much sway in the corridors of power. The portfolios given to allies are the leftovers because the BJP hasn't left anything meaningful for them. You can bet your bottom dollar that the post of Speaker Lok Sabha will stay with the BJP as well. I want Professor Monijit Mandal to come in on this. Professor Mandal, this is Omar Abdullah, who is very much part of the India alliance, who's saying this. How do you respond to what Omar Abdullah, former Chief Minister Jammu Kashmir, is saying as far as allies are concerned? Because a lot of hope was pinned upon the pressure that the allies will put upon the BJP by opposition parties. He clearly says that doesn't seem to be happening.
I think it is the allies, they are only speaking out. We are not saying anything. We are just, watching it from outside. Having said that, we think also about Bengal. How the BJP MPs from Bengal have been deprived. In fact, the whole of Bengal, the BJP has remained an anti-Bengali party, is proven beyond reasonable doubt. Once again, not a single cabinet minister. Forget about that. Not even an independent charge, MOS. And for the successive two elections, they have, for the first time in the history of Bengal politics, they could, cross single-digit mark, 18 and now 12. Despite that, and despite so many hullabaloo about their love for Bengal, and the Prime Minister is always, fond of quoting Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, they have remained an anti-Bengali party. It is proven beyond doubt. In fact, if you look at the whole of India, wherever they have done miserably bad, and some of the allies, including the traitors like NCP, Ajit Pawar and Shiv Sena, they have been shown the doors. That should be the case with all the traitors. I'm not surprised at all. And the people of Maharashtra will reply them with this during the elections that is happening later this year. And they will be thrown out of the power that they are enjoying now.
Okay.
The traitors should go like traitors, and the BJP, I think, have fixed them.
Okay.
That is the point, and that is...
Okay, one by one. There are many hands going up. In fact, many people who want to speak. In fact, the TDP spokesperson has not even spoken yet. But before I come across to Professor Jyotsna, and before I go across to BJP spokesperson Sanju Verma, I think the NCP and the Shiv Sena Shinde faction should respond to that. Would you like to respond to that, Mr. Adik and Mr. Hegde? Mr. Adik first.
Let me tell you that Mamta Banerjee herself was in Congress. Sure. So if we are traitors, then Mamta Banerjee is also a traitor of the Congress. So the spokesperson of the TMC should first know this. Secondly, Tahsin Poonawalla, my friend, is not a political analyst. He's a spokesperson of the Congress. I think he should,
I
say that.
One by one. Yeah. Let's not take jibes at panelists.
I reserve a right to reply. I don't mind.
Let's not take personal jibes. He comes as a political analyst. He's not an official spokesperson. I think that's very well known, Krishna Hegde. Let's stick to the subject at hand. But Tahsin, since there's a question raised about you, quickly respond. And then I go across to Sanju Verma and others. Yeah, many hands going up. One by one, please. One by one. Yeah.
No, we are with the BJP since 1987, and we are organically with the BJP. So there is no question of the BJP letting us down, and we are with the BJP for ideology. And therefore, let me tell you that our ministry, which we have got, and our strike rate of the Shiv Sena is far better than most parties in Maharashtra, and also our vote percentage is much more.
What about the time before the split, sir? Where was your ideology then?
Exactly.
When you were part of the alliance?
No, we are always with the BJP, where because Uddhavji went with the Congress, we have left him and come back with the BJP.
Okay.
And 2019 also we fought with the BJP.
Okay.
So we have not moved away from the BJP ever. We are organically with the BJP and ideologically with the BJP.
Okay. Tahsin, quick response, and then I go across to
response. My friend Krishna, I'm gratefully considers me part of the Congress, and I've never hidden my allegiance and my alliance and my vote for them. Krishna, I know him since the time Krishna was in Congress. Then he went somewhere else. Now he is here. But I continue to remain exactly where I am, the country's best political analyst who gets it right on times now.
Okay, many would say perhaps this election you got it a little off the mark.
No,
but
I got it perfect.
Let's leave it.
Perfect, I got it.
Okay, let's not get into a debate about what our predictions were. But Sanju Verma, you heard Professor Manojit Mandal accusing you of being an anti-Bengal party. Please respond to him.
Madhav, Professor Mandal is right in just what he said about two ministers being nominated from Bengal into the Union Cabinet. But he's wrong when he says that the Modi government has been unfair to the people of Bengal and it is anti-Bengali. And I'll tell you why. Shantanu Thakur from the Motua community, he's been given charge of MOS, shipping and waterways. Shipping and waterways is not a small ministry by any stretch of imagination. And Sukanta Majumdar, for the first time, he makes an entry into the Union Council of Ministers by virtue of the fact that he's done a stellar job for the BJP as the BJP president in West Bengal. But I just have this to say to everybody who's saying, oh, the allies have been sidelined. Tell me, Madhav, with 145 seats when the Congress formed the government, a coalition government in 2004, and then with just 206 seats when the Congress formed a coalition government in 2009. In 20 seconds, I want to tell you one thing. For the longest time, the finance ministry was either with Pranab Mukherjee or P. Chidambaram. For the longest time, the home ministry was with Sushil Kumar Shinde, another congressman. For the longest time, the external affairs ministry was either with Salman Khurshid or another congressman. The law ministry for the longest time was with another congressman, Ashwini Kumar. The only big ministry that the Congress-led UPA gave to one of its allies was the agriculture ministry to Sharad Pawar. Barring that, even the defense ministry was for the longest time with A.K. Antony. So when you do it, you deserve a clap, you deserve an applause. But now when the BJP has retained some key ministries for the sake of continuity and stability, you seem to be rattled.
Okay, respond to that. Okay, I'm going to get that question or get a response in from Professor Mandal. Professor Mandal, respond. Because when it happened during UPA, when you were part of the UPA, then it was fine. And now you want a different yardstick.
First of all, Madam Barma must be knowing that Mr. Majumdar was about to lose. He won only during the second recounting. He just won by barely 9,000 votes. And look at what
we're discussing cabinet, sir. Elections are over. Professor Mandal,
his seat was. Please.
You are lying.
She has to listen to me. Dilip Ghosh is unhappy. He is openly saying that there was sabotage as far as his seat is concerned. He was winning in Mendipur and he was made to lose in Bardhaman. What are you talking about? Look within your house and to the Shiv Sena faction from Mr. Sena. You do not know the history of Bengal. Mamata Banerjee never left in the middle of a government. You broke the government. Mamata Banerjee left because of an ideological reason, and that is proven beyond doubt that only she was capable of routing the left, and that history has proven that.
Okay.
To do that.
Let me come in now. Professor Jyotsna has been waiting for a turn very patiently, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly bring her in. Professor Jyotsna, what do you make of opposition leaders such as Omar Abdullah who say that the allies have been given leftover ministries? Do you agree with that context, that premise that has been built by Omar Abdullah?
I'll tell you a single liner. They are crying and we are working. Simple. And we are back to work. In fact, I should say we are back to work. Our cabinet has taken its first decision and they are still crying. Isko ye nahi mila, usko ye nahi mila. And we are the allies. We know what we are getting and we know where to work, how to work. For God's sake, leave it to the allies. You're not in the government. You're not the people who are in the government. We know. And in fact, I'll tell you one thing here. When I said we are back to work, there is a huge decision taken by the cabinet today. 3 crore houses given, for which all the new houses would be given free electricity and free gas. Baat karo bhai iske baare mein. That is NDA government for you. You're crying and we are working. Back on track. Back to work. And here I tell you one more thing again. And they have a problem here. Let me tell you, Madhav, they have a problem here.
You have to beg before Mr. Modi.
One second.
Okay, let her complete. Professor Mandal, she hasn't spoken on the whole show. Let her make a point. She has been very patient. Professor Mandal, no, this is not correct. She has just begun talking. Let her speak. Let her have a say, please.
Let me complete. I'm just putting what's there. Sir, of the cabinet, we have leaders from across 24 states in the country. We have leaders who are representing 24 states. 27 OBC, 10 ST, 5 ST, 5 minorities, and a record 18 senior ministers. And it's wrong? having senior ministers on panel in the cabinet is wrong, sir? I don't know. Is it wrong?
Professor Mandal,
And
now please respond.
Here, one second, Madhav, sir, let me complete. And when it comes to
First
CDP,
of all,
we have a proven, sir, 1 second. Let me complete.
First of all,
we have a
madam,
proven track record in civil aviation ministry. We have done it in 2014 cabinet. We were given the civil aviation ministry, and Mr. Ashok Gajapati Raju.
Okay. Okay, you made your point. You made your point, Professor Josna. Let's get an counter now, please. Yeah, Professor Mandal.
4 years back, when your leader left NDA, said that I'm not never going to turn to BJP. That was your leader. Only 4 years back. 1 year ago, he was in jail because of Mr. Modi. Now hang on. Now listen to your story. Now listen to the stories that you must listen. You are talking about the social justice. Only 40% of the ministers are STs OBCs out of 75% population of India. That is BJP's idea of social justice. What are you talking about? 29 out of 72. Why are 75% of the people are SC, STs and OBCs? 10%, only 10% of high caste people, they have about 40% of the cabinet bar. What are you talking about, madam? You talk about social justice. The farmers are agitating on the streets of Haryana. Even now, yesterday only the farmers of Haryana, they have united and they are agitating against the government. What are you talking about? This is a government which is anti-people, anti-poor, and that was reflected even in Modi's verdict. Modi lost by 1/3 of the vote share that he had last year. His voting percentage has come down to 1.
And it's not just Omar Abdullah, because let me bring in Sanju Verma on this. Sanju Verma, in fact, you have the Aam Aadmi Party which is saying that they are Junjunu ministries or toys which have been given to the allies. So it's not only the National Conference, but even Aam Aadmi Party, several other opposition parties who are making a similar claim.
You know, Madhav, I'm sure everybody here has heard of that famous saying, Ulta chor kotwal ko dante, the pot calling the kettle black. You know, Manish Sisodia, who's pulling his heels in Tihar, he had more than 16 ministries under his belt, right from health, education to liquor, excise, what have you. Now, Atish is handling 14 ministries, revenue, finance, education, blah, blah, blah. So let the Aam Aadmi Party not give bhashan to the BJP, but I have one message for Sanjay Singh. You were saying, is baar to BJP ko tehas nehas kar diya jayega Delhi mein. For the 3rd time in a row, we have got 100% strike rate, having won all the 7 Lok Sabha seats from Delhi, and we have actually bettered our vote share. Please remember 2014 Lok Sabha, we won all the 7 seats from Delhi. 2019 with a 57% vote share, we won all the 7 New Delhi and surrounding area seats. And again in Lok Sabha 2024, सारी की सारी 7 सीटों में बीजेपी ने जीत हासिल की है. आम आदमी पार्टी needs to introspect rather than giving lectures and frivolous statements to the BJP.
We don't have an AAP representative, but the closest we have is Tehseen Poonawala, who speaks for the Congress party. What happened to the alliance in Delhi? Where did it fail so miserably? Because the BJP has a fair point when they say that they've swept Delhi for the 3rd time successively.
They did, and congratulations to them. But the alliance was only restricted to Lok Sabha in Delhi. It was never restricted to either Punjab or to assembly elections in Delhi. So I don't know why suddenly there is this surprise.
So inside Parliament, you won't be together with the
we will absolutely be together, and that's the point. We will absolutely be together, but assembly will fight separately, and that is a maturity. The BJP fought separately against Conrad Sangma, and then he came together to form an alliance. That is mature democracy, nothing wrong in it. But let me ask one thing. We're talking about representation, just one point. Today, this panel, we have some fantastic women. All the women, including Sanju, are making fantastic points. The cabinet is not represented by women. Forget 33%, not even 20% women. So this is what the Prime Minister does. He's not even given women fair representation.
Last point. Quick response, please, Sanju.
You know, Tehseen, let me pay back the compliment to you, and I'll be left-handed one. For the longest time, in the Congress Working Committee, it was Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, and you know, you then very recently, a couple of years back, added Kumari Sailaja. In your Congress Working Committee, you know, the mother and the daughter have been calling the shots apart from Jija Shri Robert Vadra and Rahul Gandhi.
Robert Bichara
How many members does the Congress Working Committee have in terms of women representation, barring Sonia Gandhi, barring Priyanka Vadra, barring Kumari Saileja?
So your standards are the Congress standards,
okay,
just to clarify.
We've had an extensive discussion on this last evening as well, Tehseen. Let's call it a day here as far as this discussion is concerned. I'd like to thank Sanju Verma, Professor Jyotsna, Avinash Adi, Krishna Hegde, Tehseen Poonawala, Lokesh Jindal, Advocate Nirmala Samant, Professor Monojit Mandal for joining us this evening.